What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us. And today I am going to review Netflix recently released anthology adapted from Satyajit Ray's work, Ray. Let's review one by one that what these four stories are all about, and I have just categorized according to my understanding, and I hope you really like it and you can relate what we could learn from these anthologies. Let's start with the first story, Bahrupiya. The story revolves around Indrashish, who is just like a office worker, very down to earth, humble, and a little bit reserved. Looks like a nerdy, and he had been skipping office, and his boss is not happy with him, and he really made up his mind to get rid of Indrashish. And during this time, he had done something to gain eternal reward. He kept visited his grandmother during that time, old age, and especially from childhood also. There is grandparents, they always love somebody to talk. So he had continuously visited her, helped her when she was bedridden. He is the one who was helping her. So that's why he was unable to pay his room rent also, and the owner of his room, he was also a landlord, he was also not happy. But once she died, he got the good news from the lawyer that everything belongs to her, being inherited to you. So now you are officially millionaire and you got a lot of money. And there is another thing that she has given you, and this is a book. It's a prosthetic book, and he took that book and he went back to his place. Now, whatever the community did with him, even though it is good or bad, he feels like now it is his time that he will take revenge of whatever happened. No matter whatever his conscience is talking to him, he is moving and doing things in that direction so that he will feel satisfied. Sometimes it happens with all those people, those who are not happy with the society. If they get a chance, they really wanted to face off and they wanted to do everything that nobody could point out that who is doing. Because if they will say, this person with this appearance, he could do it. No, he didn't want to show that face. He wanted to do behind that face. So now he transformed himself, did some burst at the office also, so that he will not be blamed. Instead, his boss, who was very mad at him, he is the one who has to be blamed. And later, all those ladies who really didn't like him, he wanted to be with them now. And moreover, sometimes we feel like we are at the verge of losing ourselves because we really wanted to collide with the people having faith or those who believe in God. So he thought that now he is superior. So you could always remain under that blue sky no matter whatever or how longer or taller you will be. So Indrashish forgot this, and thus once he tried to tackle with the supernatural powers or the faith, he had a tough situation to handle. And what happens with him, you will watch at the end of this this story, and you really enjoy it. The good thing is they really wanted to show you the details, and that matters the most. And I hope you really enjoy this. Let's move to the second one is Hungama hai Barpa. The world is very small. No matter wherever you run away, the things will keep haunting you. So some people they say, oh, it's karma, but it's just a natural phenomena that whatever you sow, so shall you reap, and it will happen. So the story revolves around two passengers, Musafir Ali and Aslam Beig. Decades ago they met on the train, and at that time Musafir Ali was he had a different name. Now he got a different pseudonym because of what he became. So at that time he met this guy Aslam Beig, who was with him inside the train. So Aslam Beig was telling him the story that he had rough life, and suddenly there is a lucky charm that came in his life, and he became a wrestler, and he got an accident, but later he became a sports journalist also. Things changed with him, and now he's doing good, and he's telling everything as the passengers usually talk to each other. And they say he told him that the lucky charm is a Kushbak, the watch, the golden watch. At that time, Musafir Ali, Raju, I think his name was, and he was looking for a job, and he was good at poetry, and while though both are talking to each other, and at that time it happens because some people are they have a kleptomania of stealing things also, but there is another also, that's a placebo effect. Sometimes something will give you a ray of hope or encouragement, and you will believe that if you will have this, you will have a lucky charm. So he thought that Aslam Beig's life, the ups and downs have been handled by this lucky charm. Why not I steal this lucky charm, and things will happen good with me. He stole the watch and ran. Now after many years, once again they met with each other, and the good thing is always the one who stole something from someone, he could never ever forget that what he did in the past. So now there is a communication between both of them, and now he is revisiting what he did the 10 years ago, and what the lucky charm he received, and he became a very good ghazal singer, and he got everything that what he really wanted. And it's a good thing to give you a self-reflection, to understand that it's best to eradicate your inner vices or anything, and it's always good if someone accept the fault in front of the person, because most of the time we always wanted to hide whatever we did in the past. So it's a very beautiful message that they wanted to deliver it, and you will really enjoy this one. It's good that he really wanted to, and the acting is good, and both of them, it's a good dialogue, and I hope you really enjoy it. Third one is Forget Me Not. The story revolves around Ipsit Rama Rao. It's an entrepreneur, and he struggled from small level to highest level, but because in any kind of startups, it's more important when you give priority or importance to each and every element of your team. But if you really wanted to take a credit of everything, and you will just look down on your own people, that team will never ever work, and it will never ever move to another level also. That is a mistake that Ipsit made it. He is good, memory had like a computer, but once he started losing something, all those deck of cards, they fell down. So he forgot whatever he did in the past while he was married, and the things that he did with her own worker also, and there is another lady also, and he was losing all the memory. So it's just started getting worse, because he got an accident also, and his dementia is getting worse, and sooner or later the things for him is not going to be changed, because there was a award ceremony also. He was at the very highest acme level of his position. He got a company also. Now everything is working under him, but the problem with him is that he doesn't give a social importance and priority to all the people around him. His schoolmates, friends, and all those, they are like family, and even the security guard. The problem with him was because he thinks that he is everything, but whatever he does for others also, he really wanted to keep having that feel that they should be very thankful for me. So sometimes you really need to do something for eternal reward, and he didn't. And there are plenty of problems that he made, and there are things that he has done. And I hope you will watch this, and then it will tell you that really once you had a spotlight, and you need to give importance to others, but once that spotlight is gone, it is just because of all those people around you, not only for yourself or what is you have done. It is not uh, an effort of an individual, it's a teamwork. And the fourth one is all about Spotlight. I hope you really enjoy. The fourth one is Spotlight. It revolves around an actor, Vic Vikram, and because his trademark is his look, that's his signature. And because in every advertisement or every movie he has the same look, so he was not given a good review. But he, because sometimes if you are being appreciated by your audience, you will be totally a different person. So we just found out that he is just unique. He should be thankful and show gratitude and compassion and grace for everything that the audience has given to him. But now he has a clash with someone, and that person is Didi. So as in this story, there is a guy who said that this religion is 1,000 years ago. It is the oldest profession or everything in the world, and movie industry is just 100 years old industry. So imagine that the people will give importance to the 1,000 years ago that thing. So they don't need to give you importance. So they are now in the same hotel, that religious person and this. Unfortunately, she went to the room that he booked for him. So now there is a clash between spirituality and humanity, and like human beings. So there is a time that one should really, because in every movie, when you know at the beginning of the movie they have prayer meetings, and that's how with the blessing of all these things start. You don't need to judge people for what they are doing. It is between God and those people. But being a human, you have to be very kind, and you cannot throw stones at others, because you don't need to generalize all the people. Whatever they do, it is up to them. But you should not be the one who should judge them like this. So at the end of the story, you will understand that how things will happen for Vic, and he felt like he is losing that charm. And but with the prayers, everything is possible, and you will. So now when I compare four these stories, I felt like it's all about finding your inner peace and finding your identity. I could be, it's my review, whatever I really like. Bahrupiya is just a person who really wanted to have his own identity, but once he didn't, he really wanted to felt himself more superior with a different identity. And the second one is also Musafir Ali, Hungama. In Bahrupiya, Kay Menon did very well also, superb work. And in Musafir Ali, in Hungama, Manoj Bajpayee. At some instant I felt like, because my teacher was also a poet, and I felt like his rhythm of saying in the ghazal also, it was not a good work really, because he didn't even, I felt like he didn't even listen to the maestro Ghulam Ali while he was singing. So you have to really did that. Overall he is a good actor, but there are some flaws, everything is not perfect. So overall it is good also, and you could also see that he really wanted to find his identity, and once he gained it, he really wanted to get rid of all the problems that he had. And the third one is also about Forget Me Not. He was nothing, suddenly he becomes something, got an identity, but then he forgot about others also. So it's a mutual. You have to give respect, you have to gain respect also. You have to give credit to where it belongs. If you will not take care of your people around you also, you will lose what you had. And the Spotlight is also similar like this. Like, if you really wanted to gain something in your life, you have to be humble and kind, because all those trees, those who are very down to ground, they bear fruit, and all those trees, those who are very tall, they don't have a fruit. It's a saying. And I hope you will really like this one. Maybe I'm talking too much. I hope you will really enjoy this. It's good to watch the details, what they really want to do, because it's not about entertainment. They wanted to deliver a message. The message could be a social also, could help us to be motivated. I hope you really enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye bye.